Welcome back to this week's episode of Zero to Fuel Tycoon, the series in which I'm going from zero risk into becoming a known entity for fuel production in EVE Online. So recently we have been starting up our moon mining operations, and also in the last episode we decided to sort of contract the corporation a bit, which means more and more people setting up jump clones down in Amar, as well as just trying to get more people involved, and this can really be seen in our moon mining efforts. We have now hit 2.1 billion in ISK balance. And we also have about 1.1 billion in assets and 1.2 billion in reactions. So the moon mining is starting to become a quite integral part of what we do. Several ops during the week, a lot of people showing up. It almost feels like it's our thing in the area. It's very much a ARDCO dominated endeavor in the Alliance. It's a large part of the people on Belt is usually ARDCO people. Just to reiterate, what we're doing is we are essentially buying the materials on a buyback and then using reactions to turn them into different materials that we then sell. And we have a few buyers for this as well, which is very good. So we don't have to sell anything on the markets. We can just sell it straight to the producers that want to use it. So I'm very happy with how this turned out, and this is down to Munson. It was his idea and he has been organizing this, and it's turning out really well. And we have people on comms and people seem to be enjoying it, and there is some action in the area, so it's not like it's brain dead mining. You have to be on your toes, and it's just a good thing for the corporation to do together. But maybe the most important aspect of what this gives us is that it is providing us with a lot of capital. So if you see the venture capital bar, that's essentially everything from the moon mining. So once this is completed, this is stuff that we can use to fund new projects. We've had some talk about maybe creating faction ammo, because we have to be a bit tactical about this. We can't really do stuff where we use the PI, for instance, because the PI is very essential, and for the fuel blocks, and is usually the bottleneck for us. So we have to be tactical and not create stuff with too much PI. And there, the faction ammo could be a thing. I'm not too well versed in the reactions, but maybe there's something we can do with that after we have finished this moon mining goal of ours. But yeah, in total right now we're sitting at about 6.3 billion of liquid ISK, I should say. There's still stuff tied up in assets. I think if you look at the Kaldari wallet, we have another big order heading out soon. The Amar wallet, we have many orders coming in and out of Amar. That's still our most productive region. Galente maybe a little bit, and nothing in Minmatar so far, but we haven't really made an effort there yet. Now, I want to use part of the venture capital to try and seed a few markets and see if I can find people who are buying fuel blocks. Because when I put it on the markets, I'll put it at a higher margin, and then I'll essentially do, I'll just message these people and tell them, look, if you want it cheaper, you can head on to our site, and then they can decide if they want fuel blocks or not. So yeah, I'll be starting to track the different corporation wallets, just to give something visual to see how it's developing. It's not going to be perfect because a lot of stuff will be tied up in assets, and this is not like a complete picture of the corporation, but it gives me something to show you and visual thing that I can tie in the sort of description what's going on, which I have been missing since we decoupled by mistake the corporation from Jeeve assets. Now I have also begun a bit of spring cleaning. We've been coming up on members of the corporation not logging in for over a month, and we have decided to make sure that the members we have, we want them to be active, and that means being active in-game, but also taking part in the Discord and being part of the group. So at first we'll start to phase out people who haven't been logged in for a bit. I've sent messages to people who have previously been active, just to check. People who haven't been active, I've just kicked them out. So we're going to try and forge a bit of a stronger core, and this ties into focusing a bit more on Amar. And I think I will eventually tie this into if you're active on Discord and people will ask, oh, how much do I write? It's not about that. Which people are active and taking part and having fun. We have been doing previously that anyone essentially could join and be a part of it, but it's probably better if we slim down a bit and put our effort into people who actually want to be here and be part of something. But we'll still have the recruitment open, of course, and if people want to join and they're active and if they're a good fit to the group, I think it's going to be healthy for the corporation in the long term to have that sort of recruitment policy. Not saying what we did before is like absolutely wrong or that the people have been horrible. It's probably necessary to do it in that way just to get some momentum, but we have our active members now, and now it's more to make sure we get the right people, because we've figured out the right people now, so let's slim it down and then we can keep adding the type of people that fits. And this is also like a learning experience for me, like figuring out what kind of personality fits the corporation. It's not like I have the answers before I started this, but I'm beginning to figure out like these type personalities, these type of players, they are a good fit for us. So yeah, I would expect that this number will become significantly lower, not only for just logging in, but also like people who don't take part. I'm not sure we actually want to have them in the corporation. And again, not saying they're bad people or anything, it's just, becomes almost like a social club kind of thing, and then you want people to take part. I don't see anything crazy about that, and I'm not blaming anyone who hasn't, because this is a new direction which we didn't know before. So again, not blaming anyone. Otherwise, this week has essentially been moon mining, quite a few operations, defense operations. I can feel we're getting a bit better at the fleets. We're getting still ARDCO has a very good turnout, getting better. People are getting used to it, especially the new players, which I include myself in. And I've been trying out some stuff. We had a little rush of ESS robberies that we went on to do as a corporation. Everyone was trying it out for a bit, which was good fun. We're trying out the Galenta stuff. It's like my first event that I've actually taken part of and trying to get. And I'll continue working on that, see if I can finish it, see if I can get that bus thing, whatever it is. But yeah, it's been one of these weeks where nothing crazy has happened, no big turns. It's just a mellow week, and so that will be everything for this week. I'll see you again in the next one.